What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are live and direct, episode 27. We got Battle Drones NFT live in the mix. And before we get started, do yourself a favor. If you got an iPhone or an Android, go over to the Play Store and or the App Store. Do yourself a favor and download that FTX app. Stay up to date with the latest cryptocurrencies and NFTs out to date. Without further ado, I am your host, Gaddis TV. What's going on? And let's get to it. So what's going on, y'all? We are live and direct. So first off, I was kind of saying when I had y'all muted and all, it's the 27th episode, and we have Battle Drones NFT. So first off, thank you for coming in and take some time out of your day and speaking with us. And really, if you don't mind, both y'all really just let us know who you are, kind of what got you interested into crypto, what were you doing before crypto, and what got you making the project.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll start. My name's Ahmed. I'm the managing director at Battle Drones. Going into kind of the crypto space, I've been an investor since 2016. Love the whole decentralized aspect of it and how we can create microeconomies, especially for third world countries, and integrating my passion for gaming and the whole microeconomy strategy and the financial forecasting that can provide. We created Battle Drones.
Nice. What about you, Eddie? What got you interested into, I guess, crypto and interested into the team itself as well?
What about me? So yeah, my name's George. I'm the design lead at Battle Drones. I'm pretty new to the crypto space, I would say. Ahmed kind of dragged me in here, but I've always had a passion for kind of engineering and design, so NFTs kind of make sense in that aspect. It's kind of combining both of my passions, which is pretty cool.
Are NFTs like your introduction to crypto?
Yeah, well, I've done a little bit of investing before, but I wouldn't say I was anywhere near as deep as I am in now.
Right on.
Nice. Have y'all, I guess, like known each other? Are y'all kind of buddies on that? Did y'all connect on the internet? And you're like, bro, this guy won't get out of my DMs. Like, how did that all start?
Yeah, so I built Battle Drones project kind of through my network of people. I come from more a corporate background. I led an engineering consultancy within New Zealand and Australia, and built kind of my network around people and then going to hackathons. One of the hackathon was through Centrality, which was early, I think, April, around that period. And they kind of introduced a lot of the NFT aspects. At that time, I was familiar with the NFTs. I wasn't invested into NFTs. But then when I got, understood kind of the token aspect of it and the tokenomics and looking at a lot of pitch decks and kind of analyzing where the strategies could go, gaming NFTs just made a lot of sense to me. And I was kind of speaking to you about this a bit earlier with guilds. That really is something huge and something I don't think a lot of people understand at this stage. Guilds for NFTs, and particular gaming NFTs, is going to revolutionize the space completely. You're going to have micro economies coming from all of these third world countries that can't invest at the moment within NFTs, because $200 US dollars to a lot of these people is a lot of money. But if you're allowing them to play, games and NFTs or participate in the whole ecosystem, it's just going to thrive the whole place. Like it's really gonna take off, like to a point that NFTs could be one of the leading sectors within the whole crypto market space. How basically DeFi took a big launch. I think NFT gaming is just about to take the really initial steps that it hasn't even done. We've only really participated in PFP projects at this stage.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, I agree with that one. With I guess y'all's game on the Battle Drones, is it gonna be just like kind of like the picture on there where it's literally just like the drones battling out that, or I guess what's the vision of the project? What's the vision of the game?
So we're gamers. We're not going to release a game that isn't enjoyable. And if you look at the current space, a lot of those games, are trying to really recreate the wheel. And that's what we're trying to do, but more long term. So we're approaching stuff in the PC and console industry with our game, which is something that isn't really done within the whole NFT space in general. We do have investors. We are a limited liability company within New Zealand, so we are actually an established project to kind of get things rolling. We have a game development studio that has already partnered with us to kind of take this approach. But obviously, doing a game takes multiple years, and there needs to be a journey and community engagement throughout the whole process. And that's kind of what Battle Drones has taken. So I don't know if you're familiar with, you'd obviously be familiar with zombies, Call of Duty zombies. Or I'm just gonna leave this call.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yes, yes. I do. I know at least. Yeah, 100%, 100% on
You
that
played
one.
Boxhead
I've
2
spent
play?
like months of my life playing that game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm not
I
gonna.
love
I'll
that.
be real with you. Don't leave. I wasn't the biggest fan, but my buddy and his girlfriend. When I'm telling you, they would probably beat y'all's ass, bro. They were fucking good. So yeah, 100%, 100% know the games and the gaming in general. Yeah, that's right up my alley as well. Just
Man,
I'm a gamer.
I was addicted to it. I don't know if they'd be my ass. Like shout out to my mate
Touche.
Keegan, but we got to the stage where we had an account level 1,000. I don't want to go to like the whole detail of it. We would sell our account to people, and I guess that's
great.
potentially how we started it. Creating a micro economy through COD, where it was
Yeah.
such a centralized system. But we found a decentralized way to kind of sell out our achievements. But do you know
That's
also
awesome.
Boxhead 2 play?
Off the top,
no.
no. Money.
no.
Indulge
Actually,
us in the listeners. What is that?
Man, could you are you able to share screen, or can one of us share screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually,
You know how to share
any of
screen?
I was gonna show you a bit of a trailer of what we're working on, but I think George might actually kill me. But what
Yeah.
we'll do, if you can envision, so at the moment what we're doing is we're releasing our browser-based game within early Q1 of 2022.
Okay.
That's going to be released, but before we mint the next round, we're going to have our game trailer out. And that's probably why George will kill me if I leak some of the footage of it. But the whole game that we're creating is really focused on for gamers. Like at the moment, a lot of these people that are coming in, or a lot of these guilds that are coming in, are really focusing on creating economies around games and just pushing games forward. But they're really pushing games that are not enjoyable. And
100%.
as a gamer, like like anyone who really wants to play it and actually expand in it, or as a gamer in general, a gamer is, like, in my opinion, an artist, man. You're telling me your
Yeah.
friend was so good at playing Call of Duty that
He knew
he
it
could
all.
he could smash anyone up, but he really
Yeah.
didn't get accredited for it. He was just playing that game just around his boys. Oh man, I know John's mean at playing.
Yeah.
He'll thrash all of you guys, but they never really got any
Yeah.
utility aspect of it in the real world. And that's kind of what we're trying to present to gamers. We're wanting to create a game that's actually immersive, where people can actually play it and compete around with other people, and have a whole marketplace economy where you're earning skins, where you're earning our BDNT token, where you're wanting to lend out your NFT as such. And the whole economy around that is really focused on giving gamers an opportunity really to have financial freedom as such, especially within these third world countries where $20-$30 is massive per day, is massive to them. You're talking about some of them going for $10-$20 monthly salaries, doing some very labor intensive work. So this to them is like hitting really jackpot, but they still can't afford the NFT. And that's kind of where what we're trying to do is we're really trying to give them an opportunity to have that NFT through kind of the partnerships we're doing with these potential guilds we're talking to, and really trying to create this game to be at really demand and supply, so that the value of the project obviously increases over time and increases exponentially, because in reality selling out a mint doesn't ensure your NFT holders that the value of the project's going to go up. But ensuring that there's constant demand and supply within that BDNT token and within your whole kind of economy within the game, that's really what's going to drive the big momentum to your whole project. And that's really what we're trying to focus on at Battle Drones.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good, because you guys are the first project that I've seen that's like taking a game first approach, and then because like you're right, the mini economies have kind of been sorted out already, where because that's what like crypto developers are good at, right? They're good at developing like dexes and like and really simple like gamified DeFi stuff, right? But when it comes to like gaming, like I've been a gamer my entire life. I got, you know, a Super Nintendo when I was like 3 years old, and I've been playing Super Mario ever since then. And I've got a PS1 and everything. It's my whole life. I've been playing it, right? PC, everything. So like, I agree with you. I've been really tapped into the. That's why I'm so bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. I don't know if you've heard of that. That's
He's
really cool. I
loving
like
it.
what they're doing there. But it's because it's the first like project that I've seen. It's on Harmony. It's not even on Solana. But it's the first project I've seen that actually has like true potential, kind of, to like really be an enjoyable game and have that aspect of like, you know, a decentralized exchange, a liquidity provider, and like just a bunch of different like things that, you know, people, like you said, in like third world countries, I guess, or like, you know, wherever you are in the world, that, you know, that extra income could help. I'm really bullish on that long term. It's just, I think it's missing the game portion, the really good, enjoyable game, right? And if you guys can pull it together, like, that'll be a hit, because I don't think anybody has done it yet where they've got a full team of game developers together to actually like develop a playable game where people are actually going to want to come and play it, and it's not just like, you know, like a gimmick or just a overlooked aspect of the project, right?
Yeah, so that's exactly it, man. Like if you kind of look over our Twitter and everything, we've really been organic. We don't like doing promotions. We don't do them at all, really. Our community really have pushed the project forward, kind of understanding the storyline that we're creating at the moment to keep people engaged with the project, and then releasing this game trailer, then creating that browser game, and then creating the PC and console game. And that really did take a lot of study of actually understanding how these big games come and they recruit people to their game. So rather than focusing on DeFi and all of that aspects, we're leaving that. Oh, well, I'm really the one focusing on that. But the game development, our game development studio within New Zealand, they're really focusing on ensuring that the game is as good as possible. And you know, my talented, you know, artists and team, like, our project is quite a big. You know, we've got around 11 people working on this full time.
Nice.
5 full-time game developers, just kind of smashing it out and just ensuring that the roadmap can always be reached. And so it's a very large project, and we know that, you know, the reward of it in terms of, you know, as an investment perspective for NFT holders is huge, and also within that token's also huge. The whole DeFi aspect around the gaming world, it's you know, there's no point of all these gaming NFTs coming up and being like, we wanted to do, you know, this DeFi implementation or all of this, we're going to create it. I don't see any point like that, man. There's a lot of DeFi projects out there that have already implemented it. There's no point of a gaming NFT coming to you and being like, man, we're going to create our own blockchain and do all of this cool stuff. That's not your project. Your project is focusing on the game. Ensure that you can do the game well, and then come to the DeFi boys and then challenge them. Because DeFi isn't, you know, a space that's only developed over a year or two. DeFi has been, I remember DeFi since 2015, you know, like, you can't just come in and be like, as a gaming project,
Boom.
wanting to give your community all of this and also give them a game within 3 or 4 months, and this game is going to compete with all these AAA. That's not how it works. And that's really
Yeah.
why we're not focusing on marketing that much, because we know at the end of the day, when our product is out there, it's going to speak for itself. Anyone who bought our NFTs at an earlier stage, you know, the way that we've valued the project, and I'll be very front with it, has been lower than what is coming. So most projects, like, because we get a lot of pitch decks sent to us, is $30 million valuation. We've dropped our valuation slightly, not because we don't think that we can value up to that, is because we want to ensure that the community that first come into the project can have an easy way to get into the project and actually have enough to play the game. So with every NFT, for example, that you buy, you get a percentage of BDNT token. And the way that we've done it, and we haven't actually said this out to anyone,
Oh, alpha
so a
alert.
bit of alpha leak here is that the NFT tokens that you're getting will be the same valuation as your NFT. So pretty much you're getting the NFT for free. And the reason why we've done that is so that we ensure that the people that are playing our game, whether they want to sell the NFT, they can still hold on to the value of the NFT through the BDNT token, and then
That's
they've earned
cool.
money from selling the NFT. But also, if they want to play the NFT, the game and they don't have enough money or they don't have enough capital, they've got that BDNT token as a starter, and that BDNT token is like 200 US, a bit less than that, but it's roughly, just depending on Solana price. It's around 200 US, and they pretty much paid a bit less than that for the NFT. We sold our NFTs at 0.9 Sol. We did a initial wave. We're gonna do a secondary wave, just after we release a game trailer, in early December. So we're gonna have it potentially mid-December, where we're doing a second wave of NFTs, and then releasing the game at early Q1 of 2022. But the way that we've done it, with that game trailer, it's not going to be a game trailer that you're looking at fake mechanics. You're actually going to see in-game mechanics there. Like we've made sure to kind of tick all the gamer boxes, because you can fake a lot of stuff. And if you look at a lot of the NFT gaming out there, like as a gamer, I know that isn't what I'm going to get on a browser-based game. And that's why we're challenging PC and console down the line. But to ensure that we can consistently grow, we're having that browser game there to keep community engagement and everything. And we're going to show you what you're actually going to play within the browser-based game. Obviously, a bit of cinematics here and there, with the close-up shots and everything. But what you're going to really see within the trailer is what you can like at
actual gameplay.
Obviously, it's rendered. Yeah, it's rendered, so it's slightly higher quality. But it's going to be pretty much what you're going to see within the browser-based game.
Nice.
That's cool. That's the only thing that's got me skeptical on because there's obviously some projects out now, not even in Solana, just across the different blockchains that have this game that they're promising, right? And some even on Solana that have like promised it for a while, have been around since I've been in NFTs, and I understand that games take a while to develop and stuff, right? But as a gamer, I've seen it like so many times where a project will get 60% complete, and then it's just the team just goes, done, I'm out, see you later. And that's without the crypto aspect involved, you know what I mean? So like that's kind of got me super skeptical on like the current that's why I haven't like heavily invested and have large positions in the current like game NFT projects that are coming out, do you know what I mean? But I like talking to developers. Like you guys are the first developers I've even gotten a hold of that I can talk to in terms of like they wanting to be transparent with like how they're going about things, and like, you know what I mean? So everyone's like super really like compact, and it's just got me kind of skeptical on it. And I guess my point is that like you guys are gonna get brownie points from me for coming on here and just like talking about it. And if you guys can stay open with your community, I can see how like people that are like me that are skeptical, and Sass on Twitter. Sass is like anti-gaming. He hates gaming NFT projects. He thinks they're all going to zero. And I'm trying to tell him like, dude, there's some that look okay, you know what I mean? And I just think like if you guys stay open and stuff like that, you'll really garner your community's respect and like have that long term, because it takes like 2-3 years to develop a nice game, right? So like and probably longer now with all the higher resolution coming out and stuff like that. So but you guys will like, if you guys can just like what I want to see from an investor's point of view is just constant communication, even if it's like not the greatest news, do you know what I mean? Like even if it's just open communication goes both ways. And then like it doesn't matter how long it'll take for you guys to develop your game. I think if you just continue, like, look at Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2, bro. I don't know, like that took like what 7-8 years to come out, and everyone like they'd post updates every week still, and everyone's like, are we getting trolled? Is this even coming out? And then it eventually did come out, and it ended up being I play it sometimes. So like you guys just got to keep an open communication, and like maybe like a weekly or even like a monthly update, you know what I mean? I'm sure Discord allows you to do like little daily things, but as long as you guys are open, like you guys will garner a strong community for sure.
Yeah, so building on that point, yeah, we've kind of always, had that understanding of space and kind of the gaming space in general. Any real project that are promising you stuff to be done, within a month or two, really don't understand the space and are really there. I don't want to say cash grab. Maybe they just don't understand how to really, develop a business, or they think, $1 million is going to make them, they're going to keep 90% of it and get a game out with $100,000, not really understanding the costs behind a project. I think that's something, like that we had really tackled on before starting this. We understood how long things would take, how much things would actually, cost us, when we should be approaching VCs, when we should be doing our IDOs. So and that doesn't come down just from our team. We had amazing mentors and amazing advisors that came into us and gave us a lot of these feedback. So yeah, shout out to them, I guess.
Hey,
It's
shout
gonna be cool
out.
to see. It's gonna be cool to them, for me to see, because games take so long to develop, to like polish and like get really good, and that's on one side of the spectrum, and on the complete other side of the spectrum is crypto Twitter, where things just move 1 million
So
times. Like
quick.
a day is like a year, and an hour is like a day. So like it's gonna be interesting to me, like, to see if like the gamers come out in all of the crypto Twitter and we're just like, okay, we'll wait, or like everyone just starts getting super rambunctious and stuff. I hope you guys, like, I hope they don't give you a lot of grief, because I know what it's like. I have a couple of dev buddies, and it's just like, it's so hard to make a nice game, man. It's so hard.
Well, I think really the strategy that we've approached, and kind of if you kind of look at crypto in general, I guess you can take Cardano as an example. They only recently did their mainnet,
Yeah.
and that wasn't too great.
Right.
But that took a few years, and coming them the testnet, the Mary Hard fork, and all the different stages that came along with it. And in reality, those stages were a lot to do, but they're not huge milestones that they should, publicly announce
like,
them, or,
whoa.
do all of these. Wow, we did this. You guys just did your mainnet. That was something you should have done, a few years ago. But like, like a game takes a long time. But browser-based game doesn't necessarily need to take that long, especially if you're creating it to keep community engagement and keep those rewards. Like I don't want to put exact price points, but the rewards we're putting onto some of these top gamers, it's going to be much more than your average salary, even within the States. So just
When you
ensuring
mean
that
rewards, like in the game as you're playing rewards types of ordeal, or how? Say I'm in it. We got a couple questions, going through my head, because is it cross-platform one? Because he's talking about Xbox, PC, stuff like that. And then let's see. I guess you can kind of one at a time on that one. Is it cross-platform? And then you answered it to an extent on if you have either the NFT itself or the token. I forgot exactly the name of the token. As long as you have one of those that is equivalent to the value of that NFT, you can play the game. If you don't have that, you're out of luck. Basically, is that correct?
No. So pretty much, if you want to make a game and you want to make a game with 10,000 people, good luck to keeping the servers running and the cross-platform running. Like,
for sure,
that's something that if someone's promising you that, just walk away, really. So the cross-platform is something we're definitely going to do within our PC and console. And also, creating a wallet that allows you to integrate your NFT into, the PC and console. We've spoken to big names within the space, one of them being Kodolsky Securities, who ordered, Solana, Binance, Crypto.com to ensure kind of the infrastructure we create is intact to allow that. The PC and console, yes, it's going to be anyone around the world can play it, and that's one of the key visions we have, is to allow the uptake of crypto in the whole broader, in the whole broader gaming industry, really. But in order for you to do that, you need to ensure that the user who's playing this game doesn't really know that there's all of these crypto stuff and all these financials and all of this. And I just want to play. If I play, I get money, and that's guaranteed. And I'm not going to get rugged and all of that. Who's going to say no, really? Imagine playing Call of Duty right now and you get $10 a day. Hey, at the end of the year, I'm going to have $3,650 more. So as long as I don't have all of those complications with all of my security under threat and all of that, then I'm great. That's a PC and console side. That takes time. So people need to be patient. But if we can achieve that, you look at, let's just chuck Axie Infinity out there. It's kind of, more browser based. They have a really good proof of concept out, and that's why Ethereum is holding much higher than Solana's, because they were really the proof of concept. Axie Infinity is always going to really be that kind of proof of concept. Although, they potentially might be not the first, but they were really the first to kind of release it and have a really good working product that actually shows the token, the token metrics and the economy running perfectly. And they did that really well. And that's, why they're in the billions. But the PC and console, where we're doing the cross-platform all around that, that's huge. That's a $180 billion market. And in order to allow that to be good, people need to, play that game for free, even if they don't have an NFT. The play to earn aspect, on the other hand, that's where the NFTs get involved. That's where, secondary mints, and we've told this to the community, anyone who owns an NFT, and if we find that the demand is, spiked for the play to earn, components of the PC and console game, we're just going to airdrop you multiple NFTs and you guys just do, sell them out, or we just sell some to the guilds who just go rent it out to ensure that the demand and supply is always there, and I guess the circulation of the BDNT token is constant to drive the price up.
Do you see, where do you see the next 5 years? I won't even say 5 years. I won't put a timeline. How long do you think it's going to take for Steam to have an NFT marketplace? Or do you think these companies like Microsoft and Steam are just not going to adapt in time, and you're going to see devs start going over to Web3 development slowly, trickling over, and then the big corporations playing catch up? Because I feel like we're either on the cusp of NFTs, skins are a huge thing, right? Why aren't skins NFTs? You know what I mean? It just makes sense to me that a CS:GO skin or a Fortnite skin would be easily implemented into a Web3 atmosphere, and it just seems so much better to be able to trade it off that marketplace, or and they still get royalties and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It just, to me, it just I see it happening, and I'm just this is gonna happen in the next 5 years. What do you think?
Well, I first thing I'll tell you, why isn't DeFi, why isn't crypto really the main method of, the global kind of the global economy as such? You've got factors like, the US dollar related to the commodities. You've got factors of ensuring that, I guess infrastructure allows for that. And that's really what is lacking within the whole space. Sorry, I'm just getting a bloody call. So that's really what's lacking within. Nah.
That's okay, no problem.
The boss said you get too much alpha, guys. Jeez.
Nah, so yeah, the infrastructure is really not there. You go to DeFi, and this is something I'm a bit salty about. I looked at Cardano with their Africa rollout, and I was like, man, these guys nailed it, because I understand the potential within third world countries. First world, we have a lot of money, but third world, they have more people. The population's bigger. If you have population, at the end of the day, that is money. That's circulation. Those are people. And the big thing within space or the financials or gaming as such is people to be onboarded onto it. That's the most key factor to ensuring that the game does well. And that's really what we're trying to tackle. So that's why we're hoping DeFi can reach those audience, can really captivate that audience and get them in. If they can do that, then we don't need to go to guilds. But as a backup for us, we've got guilds. So for my project as such, what I see for the the whole next 3-4 years, I think guilds are going to be really huge within the whole gaming space. I'm hoping DeFi advances to allow them to be able to be really legal infrastructures within a lot of these countries. If they do that, I think the crypto markets, 2 trillion is $2.7 trillion is not enough. It really isn't. You should be talking about 30, 40, 50 trillion dollars, but there's no infrastructure around those countries. The only people who are really investing in crypto are the 9 to 5, or the people who have been in it early, or the big investors that understand the potential it's coming in the future. But I always go back to Jeff Bezos kind of talking about Amazon and how it's working on the internet back in the late 90s, and you try explain that these days, and unfortunately it's a cascading effect cascading effect that you see really within any industry. You know, any industry out there, there'd be these guys that sound crazy to you, you know, like Elon Musk. We're gonna make cars electric, you know, and in reality, he didn't, you know, create the company. He was just such a good entrepreneur that he was able to, you know, push it forward.
See it.
Yeah, exactly it, exactly that, man. And I think that's really what's lacking within the whole crypto space. You don't really have those strong people that, you know, I guess have a really global take. It's more like, you know, we know, you know, Sam from FTX, you know, we know Anatoly, but you know, if you go tell my dad, or my dad's in crypto, but if you go tell, you know, my uncle, you know, who's Anatoly, he's gonna be like, you know, what is Solana to start with, rather than who Anatoly is. So that's really what's lacking within the whole space. I think a lot of people know what Bitcoin is, but the word cryptocurrency, they're very unfamiliar with it. And until we really can get
it's
those
almost
people
like taboo.
understanding
It
it,
scares them. It scares them. They're like
yeah,
crypto.
What?
man.
But,
I don't know if you guys ever use the .onion, or you guys ever been on it, but like
yeah, I
that's
have.
that's all. That's what, you know, like that's really what got a lot of us into crypto. Well, at least me, to starting off. It's just, what the hell is this place? You know, holy shit, is this thing
Yeah.
legal? And that's my first vision of it.
What's going on?
Like, am I allowed to enter here? Like, is it like an
Yeah,
FBA fake
literally.
website? Yeah, so it was just kind of like that is still the vision to a lot of people within crypto, especially third world countries, because they don't have education like we do. Like that's something like a lot of us first world countries, we don't understand, you know, like
Take for
when
granted.
you're
Yeah.
really not educated, you don't understand what numbers are. Like you really don't understand what numbers are. Like you just understand that, you know, numbers exist, but your job is to, you know, as a farmer, you know, what the hell has the internet got to do with any of your day-to-day life? So
Yeah.
until that's really what's got to be pushed up to these countries. I was hoping Cardano could do that, but unfortunately, I don't. I've lost all trust.
We'll be waiting for that for a little bit.
I've lost all trust, man, after the mainnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were hype on that one.
Yeah.
Question, because we're kind of past the 30-minute marker on that one, but I still wanna press some alpha out of y'all on the what can, I know it's gonna be in December on like the gameplay stuff like that, but I mean, you being a gamer, you know what I mean, what, and maybe you don't have to say exactly what the game is, but what things are gonna make the game I guess enjoyable overall, you know what I mean, like what. Can y'all let us know anything on that? Like as someone who might be interested, like say you're talking to, you know, Money. He's, hey, listen, I like it, I want to see it, like, but you got to tell me what's the game? You know what I mean? What is it? What is it? What can you tell us?
George,
Yeah,
since I've been talking the whole time, mate, I'll let you have a few words in there.
George.
I have to be careful about what I say, but
For sure.
we definitely have that in mind. Like we're targeting replayability. We don't want it to be one of these games you play once and you kind of like, oh, okay, that was okay, never touch it again. You know, we trying to create these incentives to continue playing. Like it's going to be a round-based game similar to your zombie style. It's going to get more and more difficult, and so it's a challenge to see who's going to make it the furthest, really. And good luck to everyone, really.
I'll spill a bit of alpha that he didn't spill. You'll be able to use kind of a lot of the weapons that are within the drone. How they, you know, like if they're holding a melee or a rocket. And
cool.
That's kind of as you progress throughout the stages. But yeah, a trailer will be dropping early December. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Right
You know, I
on.
don't want to push too hard. My bad. Go ahead, Money.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that's awesome. I didn't expect a trailer so soon, so I'll be looking out for that.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
With the trailers, is that going to be like in your Discord on the Twitter page, or people that are listening they get their ears perked up? Where's the best place to find y'all at? Is it the Twitter, the Discord, the website? Where can people find y'all at?
It will be on Twitter. So at Battle Drones NFT. We're going to post it there first. Just a quick heads up, our whole website is kind of being restructured at the moment, to introduce kind of the rarity. We're having our own rarity within it. Our white paper is being updated with the tokenomics. Having a bit of team photos. We've already been transparent. We've posted our photos a few times, but some people, because it's on Twitter, they have to scroll down, they don't see it. So we're going to put that also on the website and show our partners, and hopefully build a stronger or a bigger community, because we do really have a strong community at the moment.
Nice. I guess kind of last, I guess, questions in general, because honestly, I could talk about a lot of this stuff for a long time, but are there any points in general or things that I guess we haven't talked about, or we haven't asked, that y'all, one, can talk about, and two, that are excited to kind of, I guess, mention or tell the community, or anything like that, I guess, we haven't talked about that y'all are super interested in? As my camera messes up again.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a few things that we've got in store. Our marketplace, our the whole Drone Bone story, kind of leading up to this whole game trailer. Keep an eye out for the tweets that we're doing. A lot of them have these hidden messages, starting to create a lot of the storyline that's coming for the game. And that's all part of really our marketing strategy, to ensure when the game comes out, a lot of our community members understand really what they're looking at, rather than just seeing a random game trailer out there. Definitely keep an eye out on Battle Drone's Twitter, and pop into our Discord and just read through our channels. The Drone Bones kind of give you a lot of the storyline, where we kind of summarize a lot of it there.
The Drone Bones, is that what it's called? The Drone Bones?
Yeah, the Drone Bones is a marketplace. So you can change out your NFT that you get. So if you don't necessarily like it, go into the Drone Bones store and you meet the man Solomon over there, who's this guy from I guess he's Texas looking, and he's there ready to kind of sell you different drone parts, which you can trade with people within the game. Obviously, as it's an NFT.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, on that one, that's the big question that probably everyone is gonna want me to ask. The Shark Tank question: why are y'all valuated at $30 million?
So let's just start with saying that we're valuing ourselves below what the competition is, to allow a lot of people to come on board. So we're not going to initially value ourselves at 30 million. But if you look at our tokenomics and our kind of in-game economy that we're trying to build, we're not trying to build 30 million. We're trying to go, around 200-300 million within the next 2 years. That's kind of where our vision within the project is. So it's definitely not 20 or 30 million. And our adoption, our understanding of kind of, the economy and the financial forecasting within these third world countries, I think pushes us like well above a lot of projects. We do have really smart people within the team that have a lot of financial backgrounds, that understand the space much more than I do, and are really helping us. And we do have really strong advisors within the team, and hopefully can show some of the potential VCs we will be working with.
No, 100%. I'm excited to see the future, because I do believe, like you were saying, like the play to earn, things like that for the right games, it can change people's lives in general. I know there's someone on ETH I follow kind of trying to do the same thing, but the same type of deal. It could be, an hour, 2, 3, 4, maybe a long time playing the game. But on the flip side, like, they can make as equivalent as they did for a month, or a couple months like that. So I'm bullish on games that will work in general, things like that. Like Money said, when exactly the time is. I don't know. Hopefully it's now with y'all. You know what I mean? When y'all coming on here, y'all are being transparent, things like that, which I absolutely love.
That's good for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and
like
then,
that.
honestly, even the I alpha stuff here, I guess your community might already know, but I'm getting intrigued because I'm looking at the pictures. When y'all first came out, I saw the I think it was the katana sword on there. I'm like, all right. So then I saw a gun on another one. I'm like, what's going on with these? Like, I'm actually interested on that. So I'm excited to see the future for y'all on that one. I will say. On that note, though, I think we're gonna have to end it up because we do have another guest coming as well. And again, I don't want to hold y'all hostage. I got none of the katana guns or nothing like that. So if y'all are listening out there, go ahead, do yourself a favor. Follow me at, let me get it back here. I would say the wrong thing. Jesus. Battle Drones NFT on Twitter. And hit them up on the Discord as well. If y'all don't mind, guys, stay around for a quick second. I'm just going to end it here real quick. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming in and tuning in. So one quick second to be right back, all right?
Yeah.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, this is your boy Gaddis Status, a.k.a. Gaddis TV. Thank you very much for coming in, tuning in, showing some love. And as always, thank you very much. Go ahead and hit the follow on Battle Drones NFT, and go ahead and hit a follow on their Discord as well. Stay up to date with the latest cryptocurrencies and NFTs on FTX app. And as always, y'all, stay fresh, stay clean, stay positive, stay pimping, and caw.